Dry those tears up. I'm going to scrape the salt up and put them on my tortilla chips. I love it.
Doesn't matter. She could have gone 1 for 95. They won. She's got her ring.
You think we haven't heard it? I've heard everything. Nothing's going to shut me up.
You got to come to our house and stand across from us and atone for your sins.
But the battle was
You're doing the whole thing?
Because I'm still here.
Jason.
Yes.
Jason, we have so much to get through in this show.
Oh, it's
so
like,
much, Jason.
So much. It's like it's like all the Star Wars movies plus the Star Wars TV shows. It's like having to get through all of that plus the Star Wars comic books. Like if you were going to get into all of that stuff.
The WNBA season has crowned a champion. It's over. The NBA season is on the hunt for a new champion. It's just beginning. There are 1,000 storylines across both leagues. But before we get into that, we want to start with this. Today, this episode, congratulations to us, Jason, is the first official episode of season 2 of 6 trophies. We got picked up. Zuri, play some applause.
That's right.
Yes.
We
got picked up for another full season. We're gonna be with you for however many more episodes. I don't know. But one of the things we're gonna do as a thank you for making the show so successful is all season long, everybody has been offering different trophy ideas. What about this trophy? What about that trophy? So
that's right.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna have our first ever fan listener submitted trophy. We are retiring the Catalina Wine Mixer Trophy, which is given out at the end of every episode.
And we thank it for its service.
Yes, discussing the thing we're most excited about. A quick recap. We have the Denzel Washington and Training Day Trophy given out to whoever it is who had the best overall performance. The Lauryn Hill, you might win some, but you just lost one trophy, given out to whoever had the worst performance. The Dominic Toretto, the Daniel Plainview. We have them all, right? But the last one, the Catalina Wine Mixer Trophy, the Step Brothers Catalina Wine Mixer Trophy, which is dedicated to the thing we're most excited about for the upcoming week. It's retired. It's out of here. We're going to replace it. We're replacing it with a fan-submitted trophy. So we're encouraging everybody now who's listening, send us your trophy ideas.
That's right.
All the ones that Zuri suggested were horrible. They were all terrible.
So bad.
So we need somebody else to do it. We need somebody else to send us the new trophy that we're going to end every episode with. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what they come up with, Jason.
I can't wait.
You want to start the show?
Let's start the show.
From Wondery, I'm Shea Serrano.
And I'm Jason Concepcion.
And this is 6 Trophies.
Hello! I'm Jason Concepcion, and welcome to 6 Trophies, a podcast series hosted by myself and Shea Serrano, in which we comb through all the NBA news for the past week and then hand out 6 pop culture-themed trophies for 6 basketball-related activities. In this episode, the Liberty, our champions.
Oh, they are.
Cheryl Reeve is mad about it. And the Celtics, they're champions as well on ring night, all that and more. Folks, let's hand out some trophies.
First one of the new season.
The new season.
I can't believe we got picked up.
I can't believe we got picked up. We get to do our sequel season. It's a lot, it's like The Empire Strikes Back.
You're doing you're doing Star Wars. You're doing Star Wars stuff. I get it. Okay. You said before the show you're going to have like a thing running through it. Clearly it's Star Wars already.
Because here's the backstory. Shay texted me this weekend.
Yes.
Shay texts me this weekend. Shay Serrano texts me this weekend. You go, do you like Star Wars? I go, yeah. I love Star Wars. I famously love Star Wars. I famously did several dozens of podcast episodes about Star Wars when we were colleagues together at the Ringer, binge mode Star Wars. And you were like, well, you like rarely reference it on the podcast. And I was like, well, that's because like you're not a Star Wars fan, right? And you were like, yeah, I've only seen the first 3 and then the Phantom Menace. And I was like, yeah, that's probably why I've not referenced it that much, because it's like, you're not going to get it. Well, now I'm going to flood the zone. Every reference today will be Star Wars.
Okay, I'm in. This is like when my mom caught me smoking cigarettes, and she was like, "Guess what? You're smoking a fucking whole bunch of cigarettes right now, now, never again."
The Brewster's Millions.
We do 2 sets of trophies: the big trophies and the little trophies. The big trophies are first. These ones are the same every week. First up, wait, what if the fan submitted trophy ends up being a Star Wars related trophy? That would be incredible.
That would be awesome. I will understand what it means. You won't. I'll explain it to you.
The Jar Jar Binks something trophy.
There you go.
I don't know.
The Jar Jar Binks is secretly a Sith Lord trophy. You don't even understand what I'm talking about. Forget it.
No.
Forget it.
Was Darth Maul a Sith Lord?
He was a Sith Lord.
Oh, okay, then I'm pro Sith Lords because I liked him. He was cool. Remember
cool.
the part in Phantom Menace when he's fighting Liam Neeson? Then the
cuts him up. Yeah.
And then the wall separates them, and Liam Neeson just sits down and fucking meditates. And Darth Maul is like a tiger.
He's like
just
pacing,
stalking back and forth. I love that part. I love Sith Lords.
He's
Phantom
a Dathomirian. Did you know that?
The best of all the Star Wars movies.
That's what species he is. He's a Dathomirian.
Dathomirian? All right.
Yeah.
I'm already lost. First up, the Denzel Washington and Training Day Trophy.
Before we get too far, I have to ask, are you guys, we don't have to re-record anything, but are you guys rolling locally?
Yes, we're rolling, sorry. That's good. Thank you for breaking in 5 minutes into the pod to find out if we're rolling.
I don't know how to do this, but I had to make sure.
Second season off to a tremendous start.
Off to a rollicking start.
Leave all of this in, Zuri. Oh, we should also mention, we're just going to throw a bunch of shit out there right now. We normally record on Tuesday mornings.
That's right.
Today we're recording Tuesday night after the games.
That's
opening
right.
night.
Well, after the Knicks Celtics game in which the Celtics trounced the Knicks, and I think this explains Zuri's laxness. Mm-hmm. During the Laker Timberwolves game, in the middle of the Laker Timberwolves game,
Lakers up 11-7 right now.
Okay, there you go.
All right, just keep updating us as tell us the score every so often. First up, the Denzel Washington and Trade Day Trophy given out to whoever it is who had the best overall performance of the week. This week's winner, they did it. The New York Liberty.
Champions, baby. I don't care what the haters say. We're champions. We are champions finally on the 6th trip to the finals. The Liberty come away with the trophy. It's beautiful, baby. It's beautiful. All the haters, including Cheryl Reeve, hater-in-chief, and all the Lynx players and their fans crying, wow, 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 wow. Dry those tears up. I'm going to scrape the salt up and put them on my tortilla chips. I love it. We're champions.
It's unbelievable that the very last ever 5-game series in the WNBA finals goes the full 5 games.
Goes the full 5.
And then overtime also.
On a controversial call. And I want to thank that ref, by the way. I want to thank him or her for making that call.
If I'm a Minnesota Lynx fan, I'm fucking pissed.
Yes, I get it.
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
Game on the line. Liberty down by 2. After a tremendous basketball game. So much fun, so unbelievably tense. Brianna comes out, stinks it up. Sabrina comes out, stinks it up. The boat, the New York Liberty ship has capsized. It is underwater. And then in comes the Bohemian beast. Jonquel Jones says, "Get on my back. I'm swimming us to shore." She delivers a champion. She was so good. She was so fucking good. She was so good. But it's a great game all the way through. We get down to the final seconds. The Minnesota Lynx have a 2-point lead. They call the play for Brianna to get the ball. And she just immediately travels as soon as she gets the ball. As travelly as a travel has ever been, she travels. And then flails around, gets the foul call, sinks the 2 free throws, which was great. I think she had missed the 2 free throws before then. She sinks these ones. I loved the game. I thought it was wonderful. If I'm a Minnesota Lynx fan, I'm fucking pissed.
I get it. Listen, I get it. And I think one thing that really stinks, and we will get to Cheryl Reeve later on in this incredible program that we have for everybody, is as incredible, I think, as the iconic soundtrack to Star Wars and its various sequels. It does stink that in a season where there's been so much attention, so many new fans coming to the sport, and we've just seen what I think is, one of the best series in the history of this league.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it. All of the experts were like, this is maybe the greatest finals we've ever seen. One of, if not the...
The talk about the fouls and stuff has kind of overtaken what I think is a fantastic victory. And I'll just say this. I'll say this about that. Refs are a problem in the W. We know we talked about this earlier with Jordan. This is, if you've been watching this league for a while, you understand that the refs are shaky. And one of the things that I think is a hallmark of that shakiness is they are very, very susceptible to the passion of the home crowd.
Oh, I love that.
And we saw it all through this series. I mean, I don't know what the discrepancy was in Game 4, which ended, by the way, when Bridget Carlton went over the back on Sabrina Ionescu, but they called it a foul on Sabrina, and that ended the game, right? And it goes both ways. Mm-hmm. And this has been going on for the entire history of the league. So I'll just say this,
sports.
of sports and the W in general, that the refs don't get the same training as NBA refs. I think that's an issue that they need to look at, and better training for these refs to get them more acclimated to the kind of the physical play, the pressure. Like there was a moment in Game 4 where they cut to they had a female ref and 2 guys, and one of the guys went to talk onto the mic because of a challenge, and he was sweating from his forehead.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he was under interrogation, for a crime. He was I've never seen a ref sweat like this. And I just thought, this dude is not ready. He's not prepared for this. And so I'll just say that, it's always been an issue. And if you're not going to talk about it when it benefits you, as I think, and to say humbly, I admitted in Game 1, a game that we choked away, the Liberty choked away, that the refs were absolutely giving us everything. We were getting everything in that game, okay? And I admitted it. If you're not willing to admit when it helps you, because God, it's helping you at some point, it's helping you if you're a fan of the Lynx. If you're not willing to admit that, I don't want to hear it when it goes against you. And I understand you're upset, but that's part of this sport.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Liberty, and they won it. Do I have notes? Yes. Did Sabally and Jonquel Jones save Sandy Brondello's
Sabally was unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh my God, Sabally was Sabally and Jones.
The game of her life. Literally of her life.
Saved Stewie and Sabrina, who were having waking nightmares throughout the entire game. If not for Sabally and Jonquel, this is over. And so shouts to Sabally. I want a statue of Sabally outside of the Barclays, and I want a statue of the ref that called that foul of the regulation. And congratulations to the Liberty. I'm so happy.
It was. Here's what I'll say. As a Las Vegas Aces fan, just watching the series, an incredible series. If you're complaining and you're on the, you're degrading the New York Liberty. I say, if you can't beat the New York Liberty when Sabrina Ionescu goes 1 for 19 and Breanna Stewart goes 4 for 15, then you just can't beat them. I'm sorry. You just can't beat them. But don't tell me about a foul call at the end. 1 for 19. Their 2 best players were 5 for 34, 5 for 34. They're two best players, and you can't win that game. What are you doing? Why are you complaining?
And they had a whole other overtime as well. Like, yes, okay, you want to say that it's a bad call to send it to overtime? Fine. Beat him in overtime. Didn't beat him in overtime. So
beat him in overtime. You scored 2 points. You scored 2 points.
It's
2 points. Put the ball in the basket.
That's right. Put it in there.
I think anybody who is talking shit about Sabrina didn't come to play, she did. And it doesn't matter because they won. It doesn't matter. She could have gone 1 for 95. They won. She's got her ring. Listen, they win the game. The camera's panning around. Breonna Stewart in tears. Jonquel Jones in tears. Sabrina in tears. You're just like, this fucking rules. They're so happy. They're so excited in front of what was it? The biggest crowd that they'd had
ever.
I'll say the first ever Game 5 in the finals to go to overtime in league history. Like, it was an unbelievable moment. I will say, I told you this was going to happen. The New York Liberty, they're the villains.
But you were trying to jinx us. You were trying to jinx us. Well, we are the villains now.
They're the villains. No, that's what I'm saying.
They're
the villains.
That's not controversial. We're absolutely the villains now after the classless diatribe by Cheryl Reeve.
When the series was over, I was like, man, Nafisa is my second favorite player in the league.
She's great.
Like, she's great. I can't wait to watch really every Minnesota Lynx game next season. She was tremendous.
She's really, really good
for them. Next trophy, the Lauryn Hill. You might win some, but you just lost one trophy. Give it out to whoever it is who had the worst overall performance of the week. This week's winner.
Uh-oh.
The Celtics championship hangover. Horrible performance as they blew out the New York Knicks.
They did. They blew us out.
What a strange time to be a New York basketball fan. As high as you could get, and then you're going to start the season as low as you can get.
Well, listen, it's early days, okay? Early days.
Talk through it. Talk through
it. We just added a bunch of new players. Chemistry is still getting there. And this was a game in which I don't know the stat currently as we speak, okay? Because it seems like, let's see, the Celtics hit 29 of 61 threes, okay? And at a certain point, I'm going to need Zuri to do the math. At a certain point in this game, I think it was like during the third quarter, if you just counted the Celtics threes, they would still be beating the Knicks. Like, that's how crazy it was. And the Knicks shot 55%. They were up in the mid 60s at a certain point, but it's just the math was bad. They killed us with the threes on ring night in front of Bob Cousy and all the assembled legends, including Ray Allen, including Wick Grossbeck and his dad, who's making him sell the team. In front of everybody, they just demolished us. And that happened. Back to the drawing board. I'm not totally worried about it, okay? But it certainly does seem like the Celtics, in this very small sample size, are not hungover and they are raring to go.
Not at all. They are ready. Everybody's been talking shit about them all summer, and they show up on game 1. Just a little reminder, everybody, that you got to fucking beat us. You got to come to our house and stand across from us and atone for your sins. The New York Knicks, get them out of here.
Atone for your sins.
They look unbelievable. They look like they're the odds-on favorite to win the championship already. They look like they're going to do exactly that. Let's call it right now. 2025 champion, the first back-to-back winners in however many years. The Boston Celtics.
I hope that doesn't happen, but I will say they looked incredibly. I mean, they have 5 great shooters on the floor, like at any given time, and they looked like Emperor Palpatine overpowered. You know what I mean?
It is.
Just so powerful, and it just felt like the Knicks could never get traction on them. And if they're going to play like this, I would not be surprised. I think that you have to consider them the favorite, right? I haven't checked the Vegas odds, but I'm sure they're the favorite.
Yeah.
But maybe not the runaway favorite, but certainly the favorite. And that's without Kristaps Porzingis in the lineup, who is on the bench in a suit that looked like the suit of like one of the villains from the Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes.
How about my boy Jason Tatum?
Oh man,
37 points,
37.
8 of 11 from deep, 14 for 18 from the field, 10 assists,
10 assists,
4 rebounds, a steal, a block.
I mean, the only criticism I have of him is his extremely uninspiring ring like speech after getting it, where he said, he went, and then finally, let's do it again. And like in a tone of voice where people were like, oh, should we clap? Like,
is he done? Is he finished?
That's the only criticism you could have of him. Everything else is sadly incredible.
Sparkling. Yeah. Hey, who's Boba Fett? Who's that?
Boba Fett is a bounty hunter who was hired by the Empire to, go look for Luke and find out where the rebellion had moved their headquarters to.
Okay, got it. Next trophy, the Dominic Toretto, I live my life a quarter mile at a time trophy. Given out to whoever it is who made a short-term decision with no regard for future consequence. This week's winner, Minnesota Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeve, who showed up to the press conference with the fucking Uzi, just at everybody. She said they robbed us. They stole that shit from us. It was right there, and they stole it from it. A couple of the quotes. Here's one. It's a shame that officiating had such a hand in a series like this. Obviously, there's always going to be a team that's going to be a little more disappointed than the other. I thought today was incredibly disappointing. That's fair. Okay.
That's fine.
That's fine. Sure. That makes sense. Here's another one. This shit ain't that hard. Officiating. It's not that hard. Oh, God.
That's disrespectful. Frankly, listen, I hate the refs as much as anybody. I talk shit about the refs as much as anybody. That's, I think, really underselling how difficult it really is.
This shit ain't that hard.
Come on. It's hard.
It's a little hard. It's a little hard, coach.
Come on.
It's a little hard. All the headlines, another quote, all the headlines will be Reeve cries foul. Bring it on, because this shit was stolen from us. That's a crazy thing for a coach to say after the
just
finals.
Absolutely like impugn
stolen from us.
Impugn the league and the fairness of the league in a watershed season as new fans are flocking to the sport. You have Cheryl Reeve. The shit's rigged. I don't think it's great.
Let me say, I loved it. Go Cheryl Reeve. You have a handful of championship rings on your fingers. Talk your shit. Do it. Be mad.
I'm glad you mentioned that because as we've been talking about, W refs have always been shaky. In the history of the league, they've always been shaky. Shall we venture into the glass house of Cheryl Reeve and start looking at the calls that occurred during their various championship runs? Shall we look at those, Cheryl? What will we find? That everything was on the up and up, and it was only now in Game 5 of the 2024 finals that the refs stole a game from somebody. Come on, you benefited from it too. Just because I don't have the receipts right now, I guarantee you they're out there because the W refs have always been easily swayed. That's all.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Nafisa, runner-up for the MVP.
Yes.
A post player, 23 shot attempts, 0 free throws. Oh, if I'm a Minnesota Lynx fan, I can't get one free throw? I can't get one free throw for an MVP candidate? She can't get one? Give me one.
Here is where I absolutely delighted in Cheryl's harangue when she went to this quote. This is for the champion. This is for a championship for both teams. Let them decide it. What contact is legal should be the same for both teams. This isn't hard, so it's disappointing. I mean, congratulations to the Liberty on their first championship. It took them 28 years. Congrats to them. We were that close to our fifth. And that is the kind of salt that I just, at that point, I stopped being annoyed by it. And I was like, honestly, Cheryl, keep going.
It's great.
Because I love it now. I love it.
Now next season is already going to be so much fun because before it was the Las Vegas Aces and the New York Liberty hate each other.
That's right.
And now everybody hates the New York Liberty, especially Minnesota. So for that first game, when they play that first time, you had to play after Minnesota won Game 4 and Courtney Williams
20-9 free throw discrepancy, by the way, for the Lynx in that game.
Courtney had this great quote, not a peep. This great quote about she was in her Birkin, like I was in my bag or whatever.
That was a cool quote.
And then in Game 5, after they lose, somebody shows a picture of a paper bag on the New York Liberty court with Birkin written on the side of it. Like they're just doing shit like that already, and it's great. Breanna Stewart taking a picture with Angel Reese and covering up Angel Reese's Minnesota Lynx part of
the half and half, the customized half and half.
It's great. It's great. And
I'll say one more thing.
Okay, one more thing, and then we move on.
Who brought the refs into it? It was Cheryl after Game 3 when Cheryl complained about the calls. Mm-hmm. Then Sandy, after Game 4, answered, and now you get this. Who brought them into this in the first place? It was you, Cheryl. You opened the door to this. You brought them into this. How about a little bit more support for them doing a really hard job instead of saying, oh, it's so easy. It's not easy. Okay?
Like the fucking Hellraiser little puzzle box. Like you summoned them.
Yeah, you summoned them here.
Hey, what's Tatooine?
Tatooine is a desert planet where, in the Outer Rim where Luke grew up.
I wasn't sure if it was a planet or a person.
Yeah, also Jabba the Hutt.
That's a fun Star Wars
famous
game.
Gangster.
Planet or person. Just say a thing. Next trophy. The Daniel Plainview, I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my boy trophy. We're just giving out to whoever it is who's temporarily giving up on something. This week's winner, Monty Williams, who is temporarily giving up on, I don't know what he's giving up on. He's not an NBA coach anymore, but now he's going to coach his son's high school prep team in San Antonio, which is fucking awesome because he's still getting paid by the Pistons. He's getting paid millions and millions of dollars to coach a high school team in San Antonio. I love it. That's the dream. That's the dream.
He's only, to be fair, the Pistons are only paying him $65 million.
That's all?
Over the length of what would have been the remaining years of his contract. So it makes absolute sense that he would be able to take a job coaching a high school team, a prep high school team, private high school in San Antonio. Shea, you tell us about it. This is where the cream of San Antonio society sends their children.
It's the main school. It's the premier school. It's the one where, like, if you're, Bruce Bowen was the coach before Monty Williams was, like, that's the level we're talking about over there, right? They have tuition like a college campus, and Monty's kid going to school there. What an unbelievable,
pretty cool
turn of luck to just be like, oh, our old coach is out. We need a new coach. Who can we get? Who do we know? Oh, I know. Monty fucking Williams.
Recently fired Monty Williams.
How about that? How about that guy? How about famous basketball NBA coach Monty Williams? She's going to show up and teach some kids how to run the zone. Incredible.
Good for him. And I hope that his salary, paid by the what I'm sure is a healthy tuition from all the parents. I'm guessing, I'm hoping at $65 million a year remaining over his contract from the Pistons, that he could be like, you know what? Why don't you pay me not $65 million? Why don't you keep it on the low end?
Not me. I want every single dollar. I want all of my dollars. Next trophy, the Chief Keef. That's that shit I don't like trophy. We'll just give it out to a player team who does something and we just don't like it. We don't like it. I don't like it. This week's winner.
Yeah.
The Celtics ring. The Celtics championship ring being cool.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool and it sucks.
They're really cool. I hate it. I hate how
It's
they're really
so cool. They did such a good job. You were hoping it was going to be boring or tacky or tasteless, and it rules. Dang it.
It really is. It's like, and they're, first of all, they're huge. Second of all, it's got all this information on the side. Like when you look at the cutaway of it, it reminds me of looking at a cutaway of the Death Star. Because there's so much stuff inside of it. 16 emerald cut diamonds on the inner bezel representing their total playoff wins for 2024. 30 points of diamonds in the word world to represent the total seasons played by the Boston Celtics at TD Garden. The side bezel has 84 points of diamonds to represent the Celtics playoff winning percentage, and on and on. The top pops off to reveal what is it inside? There's like a I got choked up just talking about it. There's like a feature inside. There's like a little championship thing and a piece of the old parquet floor when you pop the top. It's insane.
Really cool. It looks really cool. They did a great job. It sucks when the cool, handsome, athletic kid is also smart. Yeah. You're like, God damn it. He's got all of the things right now. The Celtics have all of the things right now. You can't say nothing to them.
They have all the stuff.
They have all of the things.
Do you think Wick Grasbeck's dad was looking at the rings and going like, wait, how much were these?
He definitely was.
What the hell is happening?
84 diamonds? That's a lot.
We need 84 diamonds.
On the side bezel?
Come on.
That's a lot.
We need metal from the pipes from when Bob Cousy was a plumber. Like what?
Jason.
Yes. What?
Planet or person? Mustafar.
Oh, Mustafar's well, that's kind of a trick, but Mustafar's a planet.
Dang it. I thought I had you.
That's where Darth Vader's base is.
Next trophy. For the last time.
That's it.
The Step Brothers Catalina Wine Mixer Trophy.
Goodbye.
It's gone. We are retiring it. Just a reminder, we're retiring this trophy. We're replacing it with a listener-submitted trophy. You can call it in if you want. The phone number is 312-291-1212. That's 312-291-1212. Send us your idea for the trophy. For the last time, the Step Brothers Catalina Wine Mixer Trophy. Give it out to the thing we're most excited about for the upcoming week. This week's winner, Unhinged predictions. It's going to be crazy. I love the beginning of NBA season because people are just saying shit. They're just saying things. Hey, you know who could sneak into the playoffs and cause some trouble? The Charlotte Hornets. That's my pick. They just start saying shit already. LaMelo Ball, MVP candidate. Just say whatever you want at the beginning of the season. It's wonderful. It's lovely.
Hold on. I just want to pause and tell you that apparently our phone number, we could refer to it as 312 bad day.
312 bad day?
Yeah, I think that works. Check that, Zuri, but I think 312 bad day works.
Wait, what's the, but spell day, because we're missing a number.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, that doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. Fuck it. All right.
Not even close.
All right.
Like, not even close. The second number is 9, and you think that's an A?
312 is bad. Okay, wait, bad. Bad Cax Cab.
Yeah, that's catchy
Abba.
right there. Bad Bay ABBA. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one right there. 312-291-1212. Send us your thoughts, your suggestions for the new trophy, the new end of the episode trophy. What's it going to be? Jason, while they're thinking of that, do you have an unhinged prediction that you have for the season?
I have an unhinged prediction. My unhinged prediction is the Suns trade KD.
Ooh, where's he going?
KD to the Bucks for Giannis.
This is
unhinged.
That's a beautiful unhinged. I don't think I can top that. You're showing up with Giannis getting traded? I don't think I can.
Did you notice? So earlier this week or maybe last week, Giannis talking about the pressure of this season was comedically talking quite sincerely about how if the season doesn't go that well, he might end up traded or on a different team, as if the Bucks would move him and not like every single other player that they have before they moved him. But he was like talking sincerely about, I might not be here. They might move me. Come on, which Giannis, stop it. But like he's talking about it.
I got one for you.
Okay,
this is what I would desperately want. And I believe this wholeheartedly. Bronny James, Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. Bronny James.
In the NBA.
In the
National
NBA.
Basketball.
In the NBA.
He's association.
I'm rooting for Bronny James with every single piece of my heart and soul. All of my electrons and protons. I want Bronny James to be a success. I want it. I
want it to be a success too.
I love the story. I love the story.
I will say I do think Laker rookie Dalton Knecht has an outside, like a dark horse chance, I think, to win Rookie of the Year if he has a decent season. He had 35 points in a game recently in the preseason. But if he has a good season with, the kind of megaphone that Los Angeles has, then I think he has a chance. But Bronny James, that is unhinged. I like it. How much should we bet on it? Should we just like put all of Zuri's salary right
Whatever
now?
Zuri makes in a year, yes.
Yeah, we just take it from him and we'll put it on there.
Zuri, if it hits, we're set for life, Zuri.
I mean, Zuri, if it hits, we work for you.
Yeah.
We're set for life.
I get Bronny's salary if it doesn't hit, right?
Jason, what are the Minnesota Timberwolves going to do this season?
I think they're going to come in. I think they are going to come in third in the West.
Third. OKC first. Who's second?
OKC, Dallas.
Oh, Dallas.
Timberwolves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think OKC wins the championship this year. That's what I think. That's not unhinged. That's pretty hinged. Fair amount of hinged.
Ready?
Yep.
Here's unhinged.
Okay.
Luka MVP season. Dallas in the finals. They beat the Sixers and win a championship.
I'm not sure which part is the most unhinged. I think Sixers in the finals is so far out of pocket.
Well, hold on. You have to respect, and I think the league has noticed, that Joel Embiid, now in his 9th year, right, is for the first time prioritizing winning over personal accolades. And I think everyone is taking notice of that. For the first time, he's really like, now winning matters. That's a big deal. And not to mention, Shea, he's coming into the season with tremendous momentum after, for the first time in his career, playing 10 to 12 good minutes against Jokic, something that's never happened before. So he's riding high confidence-wise. Watch out for the Sixers.
Watch out.
They're going to the finals.
Watch out for them. All right. Jason.
Yes.
Person or planet?
God. Okay.
R5D4.
Oh, come on. It's a person, but like.
Okay.
A droid.
I typed in most obscure Star Wars character and Reddit gave me that one. Is that not an obscure person? Wait, is that a robot?
Yeah, it's an astromech droid. The R is a giveaway, but that's fine. Don't worry about that.
Okay. I gotta get into Star Wars. It sounds kind of interesting. It sounds a little bit fun.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of great Star Wars content for you out there, Shea.
All right. You want to do the little trophies?
Let's do them.
Let's do the little trophies. These ones change each week and are situation specific. They're for the smaller storylines that we want to mention, but don't need to get all the way into. My first little trophy. This is the Glorilla and Hold On. I stand out, bitch. I'm special trophy. That trophy goes to Wemby. I want to hear the angelic sounds. I want to hear them. For the first time this season, that trophy goes to Wemby, who he is.
This is a crazy statement. This is a crazy comment by Wemby.
He is not impressed with how not hard some of y'all are working. He's just like, hey, listen, they're not working that hard, and I'm not that impressed. Second year in the league, let me just start talking shit about everybody. I'm not that impressed. So I stand out, bitch. I'm special. That's Wemby.
Who do we think specifically he's talking about? Because he said, yeah, I really looked up to some NBA superstars until I came to the league and saw that some of them don't even work hard, which was, come on. Wemby, you got to tell us who you're talking about. Who do you think he's talking about?
He's talking about Karl Anthony Towns. He's talking about
He's talking about Joel Embiid.
He's talking about Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Who they had a little showdown. Joel, I don't know that you could say I'm not that impressed when he came to San Antonio and fucking scored 95 points against us. Like, you got to be a little bit impressed by Joel Embiid. He's talking about Tyrese Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
That's a secret. That's my unhinged guess. And let's just say Kawhi Leonard's name. He's talking about Kawhi Leonard. I'm not that impressed. 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs. I'm not that impressed. Fucking Wemby's crazy.
My first little trophy is the beep, 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 Mario Brothers theme song trophy to Karl Anthony Towns for giving his teammates Nintendo Switches before they got on the team plane to head on the road. That's really fun and really great. Now, listen, the Switch is like a 7-year-old platform already. That said, and I'm sure that every Knick probably has like 3 or 4 of them, like in drawers. That said, I love it's the thought that counts, and that was really cool.
It's very thoughtful. It's like when you get on a plane and you have a baby with you and you just like hand out little snack bags to everybody around you because you know your baby's gonna make some noise. This is a cool move by Karl Anthony Towns. Everything I hear about Karl Anthony Towns makes me like him more. Like you know what I mean? And then I watch him play basketball.
He seems like a nice gentleman.
And then I don't like him anymore.
Oh, come on. Come on.
My next little trophy, the Frank Ocean and Nikes. These bitches want Nike trophy to Jaylen Brown, who said if he has to wear Nikes to play for Team USA, then he's probably just not going to play for Team USA. That's fucking cool. That's a cool thing. I love post-championship Jaylen Brown.
I will just say that this is like an interesting conspiracy theory that Jaylen Brown had. I mean, like, how do you explain Steph in Under Armour? How do you explain Anthony Edwards in Adidas?
You don't. You don't explain it.
How do you explain Grant Hill in Fila?
That's why conspiracy theories are fun. A conspiracy theory, you say the thing, and then every piece of evidence to the contrary, you just ignore it.
Okay,
you just ignore it.
My next little trophy is the sea. Oh, the past it haunted me. Oh, the past it wanted me dead. Oh, the past it tormented me. Oh, the past it tormented me. But the battle was lost.
Doing the whole thing?
Because I'm still here. To James Dolan, he thought he wasn't still here. He's still here. Recently, it's come to light that the beleaguered mayor of New York, Eric Adams, under multiple federal indictments for a variety of federal crimes, including, and being involved with foreign agents of Turkey, etc. It's been announced that James Dolan is among the biggest donators to Eric Adams' defense fund.
What a surprise. What a surprise.
He's still doing it. You thought he lost a step, but he didn't.
He didn't.
He's still here.
He's got more steps.
Still here.
My last little trophy, the Method Man in Cream.
Ooh.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill,
y'all.
Trophy. To the WNBA players who have opted out of the CBA.
Get the
in
money.
pursuit of more money. They said, listen, we put record ratings, record attendance. We want record paychecks. Get your money. Get your money, WNBA players. I can't wait to watch them get paid. Go get paid.
I love it. My last little trophy is the Khalid talk. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about where we're going. Trophy 2. ESPN and the WNBA broadcast partners for broadcasting WNBA huddles live. So why does this happen? Stop doing this. It's late in game 5. They went to the Liberty Huddle and they live, because they're also broadcasting the audio live. They got the Liberty coach, Sadie Brandello, telling her squad if they get fouled to sell it, to flail and to sell it, which, listen, the people are making a big deal of this. I'm sure every coach tells, like, you'd think she's the only coach that is telling her team, if you get fouled, like, let them know. That said, why are we doing this as a broadcast partner of this league? No, I've never seen this anywhere else, where you go to the huddle of a team live and hear exactly what they're talking about in the game. Stop it.
She's drawing up a play and you're just listening.
Why are we doing this? Don't do this anymore. This is crazy. Stop it.
We did it again, Jason. Another perfect episode. What a start.
Did it again.
What a start to season 2 of the show. Do not forget, listeners, send us your ideas for what we're going to do for the last trophy of every episode. I can't wait to see what you come up with. It's going to be 472,000 terrible things, but there's going to be one good one in there. And I'm very excited to see what it was. All right. We close every episode just by saying the names of underappreciated old basketball players with no context at all while the theme music carries us out. I'm Shea Serrano. That's Jason Concepcion. Producer Zuri in the shadows making noises. See y'all next Wednesday. I'm doing Wu-Tang members. The RZA.
Okay.
The RZA.
I'm doing Star Wars characters. Lando Calrissian.
Person or planet, Jason? Ghostface Killer.
Person. God. Billy D. Williams. Lando Calrissian. No?
No, Childish Gambino, I thought.
Well, the young version. Yes, that's true. Admiral Akbar. Oh, did I skip you? Anyway.
I don't know. Who knows? Old dirty bastard.
Poe Dameron.
The Jizza.
Ooh.
Wait, is Poe a person or a planet?
Poe is a person and one of your favorite actors. I'll let you figure it out.